So, hi, group leaders, Steve, Lisa, and Dave. And it's been a while, but we are finally ready to put out some more training videos. And this fall, we've been talking a lot about multiplication amongst our groups and thought this would be a great topic to talk about. And Dave with School of Ministry had him look at some articles. We get lots of great articles from Lifeway and other places, and there's always something in there about multiplication. So Dave took some time to read through those, and we put a bit of an outline together, and this is going to be a 3-part series. I guess that's the best way to call it. And so this is the first of 3 that we're going to talk about with multiplication. And the first topic that we came up with, which is really the best place to start, is the vision or the why. And so we discussed a couple of things, but one of the things that we came out right out of the gate was that when we grow more groups, when a group expands, when a group multiplies, we create more opportunity for community. And I thought that was a really good thought. So what are some things that come to mind?
I think initially what comes to mind is when groups are off campus, like for myself, a little small living room, and it fills up very quickly. So it's great to have more groups to be able to say, oh, that one's full, but take a look at this one.
And that does happen. When we think about, particularly at our campus, very large campus, we have a lot of people, and we would love to see everybody obviously in group. And so when there's saturation, then we kind of lose that ability to steer people into another group. So we can expand the opportunity. The second one we came to was obviously we can grow new group leaders, which is so foundational to what we do.
I think you're right, because at some point, not everybody's going to want to be a group leader for the rest of their life. You need to start building a team to transition and grow and multiply your groups. And to do that, you have to have people in the wings that can be mentored.
Right. Yeah. So true. And many people, when they first start out leading, they're not going to necessarily want to fly solo. So if we have new groups, it's more opportunity for new group leaders to maybe get some mentoring. We've talked about that before, kind of test the water a little bit, and then eventually, step into leading on their own. I don't know if you have any other thoughts on that too, but new group leaders.
I think the idea of development, like someone might feel led to, but it's something new, and just knowing that, hey, you don't have to have it all figured out.
Yeah.
We're here to help. So for those people to just give their yes, we will help them the rest of the way.
Right, yeah. And then some are ready to be solo, but we do get people that they're just not sure they want to do it alone. And so it's kind of a 2 advantages. We not only start some new groups, but we're also helping to grow new group leaders. So grow. And we talked about that a couple of years ago, and it's been around for a couple of years. I think that was 2004 maybe, was our...
2004?
24. That would be I was not doing the group thing then. I missed a 0 or something, or a number in there. But 2024, we were doing that as our topic for the year.
Yes.
So the last thing we talked about is this idea that when we don't get groups too big, when we multiply, it allows for healthier relationships amongst the people in the group. And I think of this thought that just hit me, hurricanes. I'm not an expert in meteorology, but when they're able to vent well, they stay healthy. But if they're not able to vent, you see that spiral, then it reduces the hurricane strength. Obviously, we're not making hurricanes here, but the idea that there's healthiness within the group, and I think that's kind of what we're talking about here when groups doesn't get too big.
Yes. Because the intimacy is deeper when you're smaller, because people get to know one another and you're more willing to share.
Yeah.
I think you're right. People want to be seen, and in a larger group, sometimes it's easy to be overlooked.
Yeah.
And when you can shrink the group down a little bit, you'll notice when somebody's not there. hey, I missed you, why weren't you there at group this week? Versus in a large group where sometimes somebody may not be there and it gets overlooked.
Yeah, yeah. Now, to credit of some, we've got some large groups that really have done a great job, and they're very intentional about basically care groups and all within. And so it's not that it can't be done. It's just you have to be much more intentional to make sure that people are seen, that they, if they're not there, somebody's reaching out and say, hey, we missed you, kind of thing. And so, that's a good thing, but when the group is smaller, then it's a lot easier to make sure that we're doing that each week. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of it in a nutshell, the kind of the why behind multiplication. We do want to see more people have opportunity to be in groups. We want to grow more group leaders, and we want to maintain that healthy balance within the group's ability to basically shepherd and minister to people within the group. So I'm not sure if you have any other thoughts, but I think that covers our first point. Multiplication, there's a vision behind it, and so we just hope that encourages you. Maybe your group's thinking about that. And stand by for the next videos.